What's up, family? Today I'm about to challenge a narrative we've all been taught since day one, that we, the people they call African Americans, are originally from Africa. Now, before you scroll away thinking this is just another hot take, let me ask you this. If we weren't already here, how did we end up with all the land? See, I'm about to break something down that's been hidden in plain sight for decades. Only about 5% of us can trace direct African ancestry through recent immigration. The other 95%, we're the original people of this land. That's right. The so-called African American is actually the American Indian, and we've been reclassified on purpose. Let's rewind history. We had the land. Our ancestors were labeled as Indians, Moors, Negroes, colored, and later African Americans. That label keeps changing, and it's not by accident. It's by design. This game of reclassification was done to make us foreigners on our own land. Because once you're labeled a foreigner, you lose your natural rights to your inheritance, the land, the status, and the sovereignty. Now check this out. Even Donald Trump himself said something wild back in the day. In the 1980s, Trump was involved in lawsuits over casino development and had beef with Indian tribes who were given tax exemptions to run their operations. During a court testimony, and this is on record, Trump said, "We didn't all come here on slave ships. That's a half-truth designed to erase us. Yes, there was a transatlantic slave trade, but many of us were already here. Our ancestors were enslaved on their own land, that's not stolen from another. Families were broken up, oral histories wiped out, and identities rewritten to make room for colonization." Scene 2. Evidence in records. If we were truly African foreigners, how did we end up with entire towns, cities, and farming systems before European contact? Why were there hundreds of tribal nations already structured in what we now call the United States? How did we have pyramids, mounds, advanced trade systems, and political councils already in place? The truth is, America is our homeland. We are not visitors, we are not immigrants, we are not guests. We are the foundation. So when Trump said he didn't see any Indians on the reservation, he was telling a deep truth. Because the real ones had already been removed, erased, or renamed. That's why so many of us today are African American with no clear African connection, because that label is a legal tool, not a cultural truth. Let me ask you something else. If you trace your family tree back, do you hit a wall around the late 1800s? Most of us do. That's not a coincidence. Our records were altered, birthplaces switched, tribal affiliations removed. It's time to wake up. We've been lied to for too long. The reclassification wasn't about correcting history, it was about controlling it. Because if you don't know who you are, you can't claim what's rightfully yours. You won't fight for land, you won't fight for status. You won't fight for your birthright. It's time to reclaim that. So the next time somebody calls you African American, remember this. Only 5% of us fit that label by recent ancestry. The rest of us, we're the children of the soil, the American Indians, the copper-colored people Columbus wrote about, the ones whose land this always was, and still is. I'm not here to argue. I'm here to spark thought. Do your research, dig into your family history, look at the old census records, ask your elders. You might find out you're not who they told you were. Like, share and drop a comment below if you've ever questioned your background or found out your people were listed as Indian color freedmen, and make sure you subscribe because we're diving even deeper next time. Stay woke, stay grounded, and remember who you are.